Well, hello on this Friday after some pretty crazy storms late last night, even deadly, unfortunately, in the late night hours. We had two rounds of storms. This was the first round that developed late in the afternoon, evening hours. Got tons of pictures from many people. This is just one of many of those Mattis clouds. Basically, there's just cooled pockets of air trying to descend from the clouds, and then dry winds aloft kind of smooth them out, and you actually can see pockets of cool air. And that's they look ominous, but they're actually pretty harmless. But there are harmful parts of the storm cloud too. This is another view of the approaching storm. There was a storm that had tornado warnings on it for quite some time, and this was a look at the wall cloud, funnel cloud from that storm. Had a couple of pictures sent in from that. This is another one from Joe Nelson of Bring Me the News, who was out chasing these storms. And then we had that break, and then more storms developed as expected late in the night. And of course, this can be a very dangerous situation when this happens when most people are sleeping. These storms rolling through the metro between 3 and 4 a.m. So yeah, that is a pretty critical time. And this is, I paused this, 3:17 a.m. This is as the storms were producing some severe wind gusts in the south and southeast metro into western Wisconsin, but also further south around Mankato area. That's where a girl sadly was killed by a tree branch that fell off of some trees in the surrounding area while camping. A lot of wind reports. All the blue dots are wind reports across southern Minnesota, starting off into South Dakota as those storms started to produce those winds. Even the airport measured a 64-mile-an-hour wind gust. This was at 3:18 a.m. So again, while most of us are fast asleep, those storms rolled through. This is a view of the Hudson Library, public library. Yeah, massive damage there in Hudson, Wisconsin. So these storms continue to cross the river. Across the St. Croix. Cottage Grove getting hit. These are some pictures from Jenna Johnson. Cottage Grove, trees down. This tree went into their pool as well. Trampoline that got all ripped up. This is from Andrea and her son. This just got this for his birthday. Yeah, already tore to pieces. So probably closer to 70-plus-mile-an-hour gusts with some of those storms as they move through that area based on looking at some of the damage. But the Weather Service crews will go out there and assess that. Our drought monitor, pretty much unchanged from last week. We are still in moderate drought, but that is an improvement from the severe and extreme drought that many of us were in, but still a very bad situation in northern Minnesota where some places are behind still by 6 to 12 inches for the year. And for more, go to my website. I wrote up a whole long article that I update weekly on the drought and other weather information and break down events like this, where we look at 126-year history of droughts and floods and some notable events there, so you can read more about that. Now, we are going to have a cool night tonight, some cool air very temporarily sliding in behind this system. Maybe our first sub 50 reading at the airport. We have not been below 50 since late May. This is coming pretty late, about 3 weeks later than normal. And by no means a guarantee, but maybe better chances next week. Some more storms are on the way Monday, too. We have heat pushing in Sunday, Monday. We're going to have humidity, and there's a potential for some severe weather late Monday afternoon, evening. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. Dew points are going to be muggy, so not a dry heat that we normally would get in fall, but dew points in the 60s. Sunday, Monday, it's going to be windy both days. Still a very close shot at 90 Sunday, well into the 80s Monday. So we get that blast of heat for a couple of days after today's coolish day, and then some cool air. Our first real cool blast of fall coming in for the middle and end of next week. We're talking about highs that won't get out of the 60s even with sunshine. So it tells you how cool that air mass is moving in. So we'll continue to see the skies clear out today, low 70s. 75 tomorrow, pretty gorgeous actually, but a cool start. 40s for most of us. 30s up on the Iron Range again. They've been there already, and then very close to 90 on Sunday. Hot, windy, lots of sunshine, storms late Monday, and then behind that, things really cool off with our first real cool blast of air here for the fall coming in Tuesday into at least probably Thursday, Friday next week.